quite an impressive research facility. When it comes to the study of the Terrormorph, the Red Devils are sparing no... It's a damn shame that it was necessary to reopen this facility. But someone has to deal with the fact that the Terrormorphs have resurfaced.
Hey.
Oh, this goddamn planet. You romanticize a place when you're away from it for long enough, but I forgot what a dust-crusted pit Mars can be. Now you, what do you need?
I was just looking for some supplies.
You project personnel? Supplies are for project personnel only.
Yes, Captain Eric, Vanguard. Pleasure to meet you.
Oh, that's you then. I was informed we might be working together. Don't much care for Vanguard. It sounds like you two really got into the thick of it back in New Atlantis. My sister's kids live in the city, so, thank you for what you did there.
You're welcome. Just here to buy supplies.
Of course. Consider yourself verified. Here's what I've got in stock.
Spacesuit's kind of cool, not gonna lie. Urban War spacesuit, it's low-key pretty cool. Oh, I'm touching things. But not my style. Your helmets suck though. That one's not bad though. This one is not that bad, but I don't like it. Fatigues. Aid, stuff kind of sucks. Whatever. The Londinion we go. We get to see Terrormorph City. Fuck.
Hey.
Hey. Also, Sarah. Where are you? You talked about weapons, right?
Well, hello, sunshine. I'd be happy to carry.
Where did you get all these weapons from? Did I give you these? And you're just using the plain old Razorback. Oh. I didn't realize you were holding on to all these. Ah. You should be using You're fine. Use this. 6.5 mm. You have that. I wouldn't just have a better weapon for you though, would I? Yeah, these little works in progress. This might be more your taste, not gonna lie. 214 for damage though.
Maybe if you're lucky, we'll talk again later.
Jesus, this is not the time.
I have something for you when you have a moment.
Well, you can hold on to it.
Prepare for liftoff. And we're back where we belong.
Prepare for light speed.
And we're here.
Ah, shit.
Attention vessel, you have entered restricted space. Please respond.
Yeah, hold on. What's up?
This world is off limits. You are advised to jump to safe harbor immediately.
Off limits? Why?
Tolomon 2 is a biological exclusion zone. Nothing down there but Terrormorphs and UC soldiers keeping an eye on them. Best course of action is to leave while you're still able.
Well, I'm cleared to be here. I'm meeting with Commander Hatum.
Let me check my logs. Alright, you can proceed. We'll let them know you're on your way down.
Captain, landing procedure initiated.
It's like an ice world. It's cool. I like it.
Inside the barriers, double time!
Why?
You a casino unit? You're heading to command, far end of the compound.
Thank you. Hey.
I pride myself on knowing everyone on this world, and I don't know you. You're with the collection team then, I presume. Either that, or you're one deeply unlucky trespasser.
I'm just here for coffee. Black. 2 sugars, please.
Deflection. Lovely. Nervous then? I certainly wouldn't blame you. Well, perhaps I'll just get my answer from them instead.
Commander Hatum,
No need for introductions, Major Sinon. Dr. Walker, your reputations precede you. Can I also presume he's with you?
the captain? Yes, ma'am. Couldn't do this without him.
Then let's not waste any more time. Now, Londinion is one of the most dangerous places in the Milky Way. It's with good reason my soldiers and I do everything we can to avoid entering the city. Terrormorphs are omnipresent, and the structural damage left behind when Major Sinon's father bombed its spaceport has turned large swathes of the metropolis into a decaying labyrinth. As such, we'll be providing you all with gear, information, and uploading municipal unlock codes to your robot. Every tool you could need to succeed out there. Except one. Once you're on the other side of those barriers, you will be on your own. If you get into trouble, my people will not be coming. Do we understand each other?
Sure, sure. Now I'll take your heaviest ordnance, please.
do our best. I'll leave you to your preparations then. You can find your equipment in our armory, base of the tower just outside.
Do I get to drive a tank?
Now, once you're outside the base, it's my personal suggestion you make a beeline to the nearby Aceles plant. It contains one of our field caches. Though I can't guarantee it won't contain anything else. I hope you all find what you're looking for out there. Robot, you're coming with me.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Commander. Percival, you all set to hook into their comms tower?
Should only take a few minutes. Let's get this done and get the hell out of here.
Percival will be scanning the city for our samples from here. When he finds one, he'll transmit the coordinates to us out in the field.
Ready when you are.
All right. Head over to the armory and gear up. Once you're done, we'll meet by the entrance to the city.
Not saying there's gonna be anything juicy in here, but I'll see what you got. Boo! I'll take your ammo though. Huh. Sure.
Can't chat right now.
Advanced Varun Inflictor.
Word of advice while you're out there. Don't trust
I'll have a double-double. Well, Sarah.
Give him one for me, all right?
Let's see. Well, here's my spacesuit, right? And then here's your anti-Xeno spacesuit, which is cool-ish. This pack is without a doubt pretty cool, sort of. Not really. And you also have a helmet. My cool, edgy helmet against this better helmet. But no. I'll hold on to it, but I'm not going to use it. I like my stuff. Who wants me to take this, huh?
Transfer's complete. Those codes will allow you to have...
Alright.
All set on your gear? Are you ready to do this?
Yep. I'm ready.
Then let's get this show on the road.
Who pushes the button?
Kaiser? Percival, everything green on your ends?
I am ready.
Personal comm should be routed through Kaiser now. You copy that?
Roger, loud and clear.
Perhaps too loud.
Alright, robot.
Kaiser, kick it off.
Unlock codes transmitted. You may open the gate when ready.
Let's go.
On our way into the city. Percival, where are we heading?
Running the first sweep. Got one. A Aceles. Not far. Old shipping yard just past the processing plant. Gene samples are probably in one of the containers.
You got adhesive?
I'm glad you're
Collect all
handling
the
the
resources we
work.
can from this thing.
Oh!
Come on!
Search protocols triggered.
Something else here?
I think it's trying to play. System suggests hostiles in area.
Come on. Am I expecting something in here?
I must be hearing things.
I don't think so, but I just don't know how to get to it. Oh, it moved.
Last of them. No sign of the morph, though.
Your shipping yard's just beyond the processing plant. Cache with some goodies is towards the rear of the facility.
Kaiser, close enough for you to dial in the location of those samples from here?
Yes, they're faint, but I'm detecting multiple valid signatures. I have restored power to the containers.
Jackpot. Get down there and collect as many as you can.
I'm gonna give you something very special in the future. What could possibly be down here, though? No, that can't be it. This'll work. Hey, Dave. How you doing?
I'm hoping there was a good reason that was locked.
I don't particularly care about it, but apparently it's high value. I'll take it. There's a lot of shit here. Like, holy hell. Like, this is a lot of stuff. Alright, let's go. 5 hours away from 700 hours on Starfield. I think I'm at the 100-hour area. But how you been? It's Saturday. The weekend. Fucking finally. Cloak Terrormorph. I see you.
Open fire!
I'm not afraid of you. Oh! Holy hell. We'll get you.
Oh God!
They? Who's they?
Please help me, please.
Who the fuck's talking? Yeah, that's the spirit, Sarah! You're a damn joke! None of them! I need to drop shit right now. You know what I don't need? I don't. We are going to drop that. Get out of the menu. Come on. Did I? No, my power is still here. You're a dead Terrormorph. That's what you are. Dead Terrormorph. You got a lot of adhesives on you. Sarah, where are you?
If something's on your mind, want to see what I'm
I need you to hold on to his coachman, which I am giving to you. You can have that too. And that. Alright.
Bye, love.
Let's go kill some more Terrormorphs. Hopefully they stay the fuck out of my head! Oh! Was there more stuff in this one? No. Maybe. Ah!
Let's get out of here.
Samples secure.
Nice work. No. Earlier scan picked up a valid Terrormorph sample, but, well, it's in the spaceport. And the quick route there looks like it got blasted when the port did.
There are steam tunnels under the city, which will allow us to access the spaceport.
What do you... That's right. Kaiser, how did you know that?
I'm not sure.
Percival, you see any better option?
Not from where I'm standing.
We've got our answer.
Kaiser must know about De Victus.
Unlocked. We may proceed.
Alright, let's go.
Kaiser, this flora, this is Lazarus plant, isn't it?
Confirmed.
You know, no one even realized it was a living thing until someone got it under a microscope and saw it had cells. Can't be cultivated anywhere but Londinion. A real marvel. Leeches. What's...
Let's make the shotgun better, yeah?
keeping you things warm?
An enemy is an enemy. Muscle gear? I'm just curious to see what that looks like. Oh. Yes, let's go fight Terrormorphs and a wife beater. Ah! Can you imagine that? Advanced Bounty Hunter stock pack.
What's that? My God, look at it. A Lazarus in bloom. You know, we might be some of the only... What's happening? Have you seen this?
Oh! Holy shit! Scared the fuck out of me!
Oh my God. The heat leeches are Terrormorphs.
But no, it can't be true. Heat leeches are everywhere. They live everywhere. That means Terrormorphs. Oh my God.
You just saw that, right? You would tell me if I was losing my mind. That heat leech became a Terrormorph. The pests that have snuck onto every planet are baby Terrormorphs. Heat leeches hide out in ships, sneak away after landing, and then, with time, they transform. We just found out how Terrormorphs move between planets.
No. Nothing natural should be able to do that.
I am sincerely inclined to agree, but current evidence suggests nature manages it just fine. The Lazarus plant. It's clearly an accelerant for the Terrormorph, a heat leech transformation process. Make one into the other in an instant. But that means if anyone knew about this, they could trigger a Terrormorph spawning. You could sneak a leech into a city, or even multiple leeches, into a place like New Atlantis. Good God. The attack on New Atlantis, does this... Could someone have set that up?
Certainly plausible, given...
But first, you'd have to know the truth about all this.
Well, we're never gonna know if you don't catch that thing. Get after it.
We may proceed.
Go!
That's fucked. That's fucked up. Who's accelerating Terrormorphs? Vivictus. It's him all along. Oh, he's only a low level. Ah!
Uploaded them myself.
Let's take a look at that sample.
Beginning analysis. It is a match. This suggests with high certainty that the Lazarus plant was used to trigger the attacks on both planets.
There's no way a plant this rare, this fragile, just shows up here, New Atlantis, and Tau Ceti. The transformations on those worlds, they must have been triggered by human hands. Captain, do you understand what it is we just stumbled on here?
Someone thought they could get away with attacking the UC.
Exactly. Someone saw the Lazarus plant and realized the ends it could be put to. A bioweapon no one would recognize as one. Oh, that's a terrifying prospect. Sort of thing that'll keep you up at night. And the sort of thing whoever did this probably didn't expect us to uncover. Makes some sense, actually. Tau Ceti was likely their first test. Someplace remote where no one would question a few settlers going missing. Ensure the big show, the attack on New Atlantis, would be a success. And the timing of that one,
It couldn't have been just luck that it happened right when we were asking the cabinet to do something about the Terrormorphs. These attacks. I think someone planned them to set all this in motion.
But didn't you say this plant can't grow anywhere but here?
It can't. At least, I didn't think it could. But maybe if we're right about this, someone found a way.
Might be possible then.
A plant this rare showing up unbidden on 2 different UC planets. I think it's more than just possible that human hands were involved here. But it doesn't answer any of the big questions. Who could pull something like this off? And why?
Honestly, I have no idea.
Let's save the discussion for when you all aren't standing in the universe's closest equivalent to hell frozen over. If we're gonna do anything to prevent more Terrormorph attacks, human cause or otherwise, we need that final sample.
Roger that. Kaiser, get us into the spaceport?
The entrance is this way.
The CIA? If only. The damn government.
I am unable to provide sufficient power to the lock mechanism.
Anyone got ideas where we can get some extra juice?
Not my ship.
Local power looks like it was controlled in the security office. Upper floor.
Kaiser and I can scout it out. Kaiser, see if you can't find another way to get it open.
Roger that. I have restored power to the office entrance. You may proceed.
There's the control panel. Still looks operable. Of all the things to survive.
Reactivated. Error. Control system reboot required. Reboot engaged. Running diagnostic. Diagnostic complete. Multiple systems unavailable. Warning. Priority safety concern detected. Exterior hatch power restored.
Back in business.
Warning. Emergency recorder message detected. Transcription process engaged. Playback initiated.
Admiral Sinon, we need to make the evacuation request.
That's my father he's addressing. He was here? Didn't think he'd have the guts to look those soldiers in the eye before blowing this place to pieces.
Admiral!
It just transformed. An invisible weapon. No planet would be safe. Colonel, the troops that closed off the sewers after my evaluation, they're all in this facility.
Other than our casualties, yes, sir.
Good. Get them into defensive positions around the spaceport. No one leaves. I'll send ships as soon as possible.
Thank God. None of us wanted to go down swole by those things.
That won't be your fate, Colonel. You have my word.
Transcription complete. Physical copy available.
An invisible weapon. He knew. He knew about the Lazarus plant. He's got that recording. We should talk.
Yeah, there's some things that I know that you don't, but we're not gonna tell you.
Hey, Victus. He destroyed this place. Killed these people to keep what he knew about the Lazarus plant and the Terrormorphs and all this a secret. Didn't he?
Certainly how I interpret it.
He saw the potential of the plant as a weapon and hid it away. He killed those people. Condemned this city to keep them from sharing what they might have seen. He was
a commander in a tough situation.
Wrong. I was a commander. I've been in tough situations, and nothing would ever make me feel that it's justified to sacrifice lives for the sake of keeping a secret.
He decided to sentence his own soldiers to death. What kind of commander is that? But I guess that's just another part of his sick legacy now. He thought he was protecting us all, taking the secret to his grave. Only he didn't succeed. Now someone else knows about the Lazarus plant and is using it exactly how he feared.
I don't know what to say. I feel like he's the one using it.
What's going through your head right now?
Ugh. Adrian, your father is still alive. You see, I've been keeping him prisoner.
Now's not the time to joke like that, all right?
Adrian, your father is alive.
No, that's insane. He died. They executed him. They faked his death? My entire unit, they threw us all to the wolves, but kept him? And now he's what, an advisor? Commanding the fleet in secret? What was so important that they had to keep him alive?
The previous cabinet thought he was too useful to get rid of.
I'm sure they did. They invested so much in him over the years. Even grew him an entire family he didn't want.
He's alive. Ve Victus is still alive. This is just typical of UC bureaucracy. A cover-up of this magnitude could directly lead to war. What the hell is the matter with them?
I guess it makes sense, though, doesn't it? The UC of that era only created me because they were afraid of a world without Ve Victus in command. Why would they get rid of him? As long as I live, I'll never understand the loyalty that old bastard elicited. But wait, if my father's alive and knew about the Lazarus plant, what do you think the chances are he was involved in the attacks?
It's the only lead we've got.
And even if he wasn't directly involved, I guarantee he knows something.
I'm afraid that's
so
the
you're
case.
telling us that the attack on New Atlantis was Ve Victus's responsibility, just like the loss of Londinion. That's insane.
But I guess we're not getting any more answers right now. Come on, let's go get that last sample.
Yeah. Am I gonna pay for that decision? Fuck.
Kaiser, try it now.
Guys, your sample, it moved. I'd be real careful out there if I were you.
That doesn't sound good. Eyes peeled.
Fuck. chunks, citizen. That did nothing. My frostbite's getting worse. Oh boy. Okay, what's okay? And am I over capacity? No, I'm not. It's just getting so bad. I'm not over capacity for weight. I have a very bad feeling about this. If you're enjoying the content you are watching, consider giving the Dud a fucking follow. Oh, he's huge. He's fucking huge. Why is he so fucking big? Excuse me. I'm throwing every fucking grenade I have at it. Oh my god.
There should be some radar equipment powered up now front. Get those online. I'll relay my signal.
Oh god. I'm on those raider dishes. Oh.
Connection received. Broadcasting signal.
Are you doing this?
That's not me. I'm just filling out the frequency.
I'm going.
And they're helping us.
I'm still getting
I'm definitely gonna need
no signal run over.
It's working.
One more
That's
day.
what the switch does.
Headed down complete.
Holy shit.
The thralls. They're not coming after us. I guess we should grab that sample while we can.
Is this Terrormorph not?
Good. Now just stash that sample with Kaiser and we're done.
Final sample secure.
All wrapped up. Time to get the hell out of here.
Have to tell me
Arthur,
twice.
You should unplug and find somewhere we can talk. Privately.
On it. See you soon.
That scared the absolute fuck out of me. And I'm in a lot of pain right now. Something broken. Frostbite, lung damage, and it's cold. Yeah, that would do it. I don't think I've been this badly damaged since we tried escaping fucking Crix's legacy ship. That's not where I want to be, is it? Maybe. Now that I'm inside. These things are Terrormorphs, huh? Okay, I'm officially terrified. And I was shooting them just for fun. Definitely some reflection to be done on the journey back. But what I need to do is rest. Promise not to tell anyone. Okay. So why? Do you see the baddies? Sarah would have been right to leave then.
Hello.
Hey.
Look at all of you. Back from the underworld.
Yeah.
Got pretty frantic on the comms towards the end there. But it sounded like this was a success. Got everything we need to put this plan in motion.
Is this plan still gonna work now that we gotta clean up heat leeches and Terrormorphs?
Can't be positive until we run some tests. But knowing that the Terrormorphs have been masquerading as heat leeches all this time is a big find. Arguably makes things more feasible, now that we know what we're dealing with, not less.
Agreed. Plus, I don't think you're gonna have to push real hard to get folks on board with cleaning up one of the galaxy's greatest pests if this is what they're capable of.
But none of that's getting done without the samples. You do have them, right?
Barely cost a couple fingers and toes, but yes, we got them.
Hey, was worried about that myself. Though I know I wasn't nearly as much at risk of limb loss as you all were. Now, my connection might have gotten a bit fuzzy there, but do I have it right that Vay Victus knew about this damn plant?
That's what it sounded like.
Guess the old Admiral must have told someone what he learned. Even he's not clever enough to pull off an attack like that from the great beyond.
It's a bit more complicated than that.
We can't rule him out. Vay Victus is alive and under UC custody.
I'm sorry, what? He's pulling my leg, right? Adrian?
No, I don't believe he is.
So that means we have a suspect.
I believe that's exactly what that means. Look, Captain. Percival and we need to get these samples back to the lab. Ensure we'll be able to handle cleaning up the leeches as well as the Terrormorphs. But Vay Victus is the only solid lead we've got on the attacks. Since you're the only one who knows where he is, can you speak to him? See if you can get him to cough up anything he might know.
He and I are gonna have some words.
Good. We'll all meet back at Mast, outside the cabinet chambers. They're gonna want to know everything we've uncovered here. Best of luck, Captain. And thank you for dealing with him.
Visiting the Londinion days left me with a longing for an era. I did not think this was possible.
The two of us make quite the pair, eh? I'll be counting the minutes to our next chat.
Boosting gets rid of lock on? That's cool. I didn't know that.
If we stop by the waterfall on this trip, I could use a few moments to unwind.
I don't feel too good.
You will be scanned as you enter the city. Please keep moving. Okay, no bounty.
I don't even know what to say. And protection regen. Do I need to be at full oxygen for this to even work? I don't know. I'm in a lot of pain right now. Very fitting for a finale. That's okay.
I'm here for you, my love.
Thank you. I can get in this way. Sarah knows exactly where he
You might
is.
be interested in.
Authorized personnel. Your friend has to stay here.
Well, what a pleasant surprise. When I heard you and Hadrian were headed for Londinion of all places, I presumed you must be onto something big. Did you find what you were looking for?
I don't know. Anything you want to tell me about your time in Londinion?
I haven't been to Londinion in many years. Why? Is there some way I could be of assistance? Were you able to recover what you were looking for?
Quit asking questions to try and make yourself seem innocent and interested. We found what we were looking for and a whole lot more.
Good news then. So, what exactly are you doing here? Plenty still to be done in defeating the Terrormorphs, no?
We found a recording of you discussing the use of Terrormorphs as a weapon.
Did you? Well, I don't know what you think you heard on this recording, but I sincerely hope you didn't come to the wrong conclusions. After all, given the Cabinet's current state of anxiety, they might misinterpret such a discovery to mean I could have been involved with the attacks. Perhaps I can convince you to keep this among us.
So you don't know anything about the attacks. That's your claim?
Of course. Do I look like I'm in any position to do what you're describing? So I'd very much appreciate your agreement to not share what you found. We wouldn't want anyone else jumping to conclusions now, would we?
So if you're not in a position... So if you're not in any position to do anything, how are you able to find the research team and lead us? What makes you any useful if you're just some man in a fucking cellar, a prisoner, right? No. Sorry, I'm telling the captain what we learned. This is your chance to come clean.
You know, you're far more clever than I expected. You want to hear the words, then? I did it. The Terrormorph attacks on Tau City, New Atlantis, my doing. Years of coordination between my associate and I, figuring out how to deploy the Lazarus plant's pollen outside of Londinion, learning to synthesize it, use it as a weapon. Now, being as clever as you are, I'm sure you have thoughts on why I might do such a thing.
This explains why that fucking young-ass Terrormorph was at Tau Ceti. Who's your associate?
All in due time. First, I want to see if you're truly as astute as you appear. So why would someone like me go through all this trouble?
To work on something that long, it seems personal.
You can be more right. The attacks were a correction. When I discovered the plant, I did consider handing over what I'd found, but we were at war. And I couldn't risk information that dangerous falling into the wrong hands. So I ordered the bombing of the Londinion spaceport, fixing two problems at once. Halting the spread of the city's Terrormorph outbreak, and sealing away knowledge of the plant's potential.
No secret is so dangerous that you can justify condemning so many lives.
Easy to say now, but at the time, I didn't know the Lazarus plant couldn't be plucked from the ground and used to cause even more death. I wasn't going to allow another dangerous variable to be added to an already catastrophic war. But then, as the war ended, my trial, my execution, I made a decision. After all, I'd given everything for the colonies. My life as I knew it included. And what did I get in return? Was there any effort by the UC to protect my legacy? My daughter's legacy? No. We were sacrificed when all we did was serve. So I kept what I'd learned and arranged the attacks to set things right again. My daughter, she becomes a hero. I become a trusted advisor, having found Kaiser, the research team, and cement my new position of influence when I hand them the name of the person responsible for the attack on New Atlantis. The dear departed Dr. Reginald Orlays, the associate who aided me all these years, and whom I always slated to take the fall. What luck he was stopped dead before he could hurt anyone else. His decades on the run brought to an end by another unlikely hero. You.
I'm just your cleanup crew. You must think you're very clever.
Captain, please. You've benefited here as much as I have. Maybe more. It's why I had Orlays reprogram Kaiser. Had that old machine guide you to where I found the plant all those years ago. I went to great lengths to ensure your and Hadrian's success.
You didn't? No.
And look at the results. I know for a fact the Cabinet's planning to honor both you and Hadrian once this is all done. Isn't that preferable to languishing away in obscurity? Running jobs on the tail end of nowhere for the Vanguard? With only the vague hopes of perhaps earning the right to buy a home in the well someday.
I have a home. You're waiting for me to say thank you. I'm going to be here a while.
I'm simply looking for you to acknowledge the truth. And let's not forget the importance of our actual endgame. Eliminating the Terrormorphs. Securing knowledge of the Lazarus plant. What we've set in motion is going to protect thousands, maybe millions of lives. I'm simply requesting one more life be protected. Mine. I've already sent along the evidence of Orlays' role in the attacks to the Cabinet, leaving out my own involvement. All I ask is that you confirm as much to the Cabinet. Tell them that it was Orlays and Orlays alone. After all, I do still have a long list of threats to the UC. This needn't be the end of our good works together.
I'm not sure what I'm going to tell the Cabinet.
Well, I do hope you'll keep the larger perspective in mind, Captain. We've done something great here. Let's not squander the opportunity to do more.
I don't know.
Authorized personnel only. Friend has the stage.
Whatever you need. All right, let's go.
Let's go.
I have things for you.
Yeah?
Any troubles you need to share?
Anything interesting for me?
Actually, yes, I do. Here you are. Ask what?
Can I ask anything about, no.
Very well. Next time, then.
Some insight?
Don't stay away too long.
You follow me.
Perfect timing. We just got in. So on our end, good news. The microbe and the Asylees are both as effective against heat leeches as they are against terrormorphs.
Means either plans your work for clearing those critters off our worlds.
Considering what the Lazarus plant is capable of, I don't think we can deal with those things fast enough. I already sent along info to the cabinet to get them up to speed. So what about your end? Did you find anything? Did my father tell you what he knew about the Lazarus plant?
You confessed?
I knew it. The second I heard that recording, I knew. Why? Did he say why he did it?
Said he was trying to fix the damage to his Sanon name. Makes you and him into heroes.
It takes some deeply twisted logic to think anything did more harm to the Sanan name than him.
So you're telling us that the attack on New Atlantis was Victus's responsibility? Just like the dooming of Londinion? Oh, that's insane. All that, just to help restore the family name? How did he ever think that was going to work?
Well, once we inform the cabinet, they can ensure he won't be able to do anything like this ever again.
What do you think the cabinet will do to him?
My hope would be that whatever connections he's got to the outside world disappear. Make sure his future schemes and machinations stay in his cell with him. But honestly, I'm not sure. He's in a unique position, and has done a special kind of harm to the colonies.
He asked me to leave out his involvement in the attacks. This is to consider the lives he's helped save.
I'm sure he did. But he killed dozens of people, and I'm not about to let him get away with something like that. So I guess that gives us our final answer. Nothing left to do but head in and see what the cabinet thinks of it all. Unless there was more to discuss. This might be our last opportunity to talk things through before the cabinet weighs in on a decision regarding the Terrormorphs.
What do you think the cabinet will do when they learn about your dad's involvement in the attacks?
It's hard to know. Unlike my father, the cabinet aren't butchers. But killing UC citizens, along with everything else he's done, is unforgivable. But if you're really that concerned, you could request they be lenient. They might be willing to spare him.
Do you want him to be spared? The Terrormorph problem. The Terrormorph problem. The both approaches to clearing our worlds are effective against heat leeches?
They are.
Microbe needed minimal adjustment to account for heat leech anatomy.
And the Aseles seem like they're even better at tracking leeches than morphs.
Hell of a sight to watch, though, when they catch them. Like an open airlock guzzling angry spaghetti.
Kind of risks are there if we decide to bring back the Aseles?
Aseles aren't hostile to humans, but they are megafauna. If someone decides to pick a fight with one, it could get ugly. But they've already been spread far and wide once before when the UC was raising them as livestock, so the risk of introducing them to new worlds is minimal. Using them to clean up the Terrormorphs and leeches, though, it's not going to be nearly as expedient as the microbe would be. Given what we know now about the Lazarus plant, the speed of the job does matter. But going with the Aseles, we're at least dealing with known risks.
Where do you two stand?
Microbe is going to make the cleanup a whole lot quicker. If we're concerned about this Lazarus plant getting deployed again, that's the way to go.
The cabinet can secure the Lazarus plant, and then we're not risking any surprises when it comes to dealing with a microbe.
You're being paranoid. You know the science. You know we can make this safe.
I do know the science. I also know math. And a 1 in a million chance of a mutation isn't 0. So I guess we're still in discussion. Probably best at this point to let the cabinet weigh in. See if they have a preference.
Alright, let's head in there.
Then here we go.
Welcome back, all of you. I wish we were meeting under better circumstances. But according to Hadrian's report, and the second one I just received, it seems the Terrormorph attack on New Atlantis was no random occurrence, but a planned strike. Is what I'm reading here true?
That's correct, ma'am.
My God.
An attack? Using Terrormorphs? How is that possible?
You will all receive a full briefing once we're done here. So then, is what the second report claims correct? Did Reginald Orlays commit these attacks, Captain?
Orlays?
Adrian, I think you should tell them.
Well, ma'am, it seems your report is incorrect. Francois Sanon was responsible for the attacks.
He did what?
That's impossible. He doesn't have the kind of access to...
Clearly, he made his own access, Chief Sarkin. Madam President, I have been saying for years that not dealing with that man was gonna end in tragedy.
Enough! I hope everyone here understands that what has just been shared is a state secret of the highest order. This information does not leave this room. Now that's quite the accusation your group is leveling. Seeing as Francois Sanon has not left containment for the better part of 2 decades. You have evidence to back this up?
It just transformed. A Terrormorph out of thin air. An invisible weapon. No planet would be safe.
Heavens help us. Is that actually him?
I'd know that voice anywhere. That's Francois.
He knew they could do this. And said nothing.
He's a sociopath. Plain and simple, ma'am.
Officer, please collect that recording.
Yes, ma'am. Begging your pardon, Captain?
We'll, of course, be launching a full investigation into how this could have happened. Though I have little doubt the Admiral will be quick to share all he knows on the subject once confronted with that recording. Chief Yassine, can you send one of your interrogators to have a little chat with the Admiral?
I'll issue the order immediately.
Good. Combined with everything else you all have uncovered. Well, I don't think the United Colonies can thank you enough. We failed the people of the colonies by not dealing with Vevictus sooner. I intend to rectify that mistake immediately.
What's going to happen to him?
That will be up to the cabinet to decide. But I don't appreciate our mercy being taken advantage of.
The world would be better without Vevictus in it.
I'm inclined to agree, Captain. Now, with our villain unmasked, we can attend to the other matters at hand. With the threads you've brought together here, the Lazarus plant, the attacks, the heat leeches, the 3 of you have likely spared thousands of lives. But it now falls to the cabinet to ensure this can never happen again. As such, the cabinet will be securing the Lazarus plant on Londinion. All materials related to the plant will be classified to ensure no one else learns its true nature.
A sound decision, Madam President.
What sort of measures will the UC be taking to protect the plant?
Well, luckily the natural hostility of Londinion makes keeping out trespassers relatively easy. But we'll ensure its growth is contained, that access to the plant is only permitted via highly regulated clearances, and that our troop presence on Londinion is increased.
Ma'am, another faction should be involved with the plant.
Tell the Freestar Collective. Wow. So they have another tool to utilize against us?
I'm in agreement. I fail to see the value here.
It demonstrates to the collective that the UC isn't planning to secretly use this down the line.
Indeed. Open relations at this point would be critical towards maintaining peace.
That is an interesting idea. A grand gesture to further display this cabinet doesn't think like those of the past.
The observers on Mars have proven such a gesture can bear fruit.
So, you want us to make nice with the collective by sharing our state secrets?
No, I want us to display plainly the UC's actual intentions, that the plant will never be used as a weapon again.
That does sound worthwhile, Chief Kulkarni. Very well. We'll get the collective involved in the management. Thank you for the suggestion, Captain. So then, to our final topic. The Cabinet has agreed to implement a plan that will deal with the Terrormorph, and now also Heat Leech presence on human worlds. In fact, we've already begun enacting measures to check all UC ports and settlements for undiscovered nests. But we all understand this is only a partial solution. The project we're embarking on will be a long and difficult one. So our first step must be deciding how exactly this all will be handled.
Madam President, this microbe is clearly too much of a risk. The Aseles are the safer approach.
To someone with limited knowledge of biology, perhaps? The technology behind the microbe is solved science, Madam President. It isn't dangerous. Using it to wipe out the Terrormorphs would be the quickest path to protecting humanity.
And fast results always lead to the best outcomes, don't they?
As you can see, there remains debate among the Cabinet. We were hoping your group might issue a recommendation. Major?
We've been having similar debates ourselves, but the captain has yet to weigh in.
I see. Captain, I know this may not be your area of expertise, but we'd like to know your take on the matter.
Deploying the Aseles is the safest route. That's my vote.
I'm in full agreement. No need be delving into unpredictable sciences.
Here's hoping they'll be kept on a short leash.
That, madam, is most certainly the plan.
Order, please. And Major Sinan? Dr. Walker, you'd find this acceptable?
We trust the captain's judgment.
Then the matter is settled. We'll begin the process immediately. Today marks day one for the United Colonies Terrormorph Management Division, making you three the founding members of the TMD. As befits such a group, the Cabinet wanted to display its gratitude. Today, we will be adding 3 new Class 1 citizens to our ranks.
Class 1? For the 3 of us? Are you joking?
What he means to say is, thank you, ma'am.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, ma'am.
The Class 1 citizen.
It's a status reserved only for those who've dedicated their lives to the United Colonies, or done great things for its cause. Class 1s enjoy an ample credit disbursement, an additional reduction on the cost of colonial goods. And I'm told the penthouse is rather impressive.
Thank you, Madam President.
You all have earned it. Now, there's much to be done. Major Sinan, Dr. Walker, I hope you two are willing to continue your efforts spearheading the TMD's research on Mars.
We'd be honored, ma'am.
As for you, Captain, the Vanguard will be providing much of the on-the-ground support for the TMD. As a member of both the Vanguard and the TMD, I believe you'll have your pick of duties. Speak to your commander, Tuala, if I recall correctly. He should be able to provide you with assignments going forward, plus help you collect the benefits that come with being named Class 1. On behalf of the whole of the United Colonies, you have our sincerest gratitude. This meeting is adjourned.
Well, that's that then.
Well, well. Back for more, eh? No, we done talking already.
Yeah. Why are you always upset about the choices I make? Huh? The Asylees, it's just nature, okay? Okay, a microbe can mutate. A microbe, you know, I don't know how many of y'all actually think that COVID was scientifically made in a lab, but like it could be a case like this, okay? I'm not one of those people that's like government conspiracies and all, you know. It could have been a bat, it could have been in a lab. I don't fucking know, okay? I don't know. Do we need to have a microbe in the air, you know, potentially having negative effects? I know it's a proven science, but isn't everything a proven science that we do in this world? And, you know, and things can go wrong. Like, for example, maybe COVID. I don't know. I mean, I just think the Asylees are safe. They used to raise them as livestock, okay? As long as no fucking dumbass Jimmy goes in and fucking hits it with a stick, we should be fine. But even then, the Asylees, if contained properly, because they can be dangerous and they're passive, shouldn't be a problem. The guy hitting it with a stick gets fucking eaten. Boo-hoo, don't be an idiot. Bears? Hello? You're probably fine around a bear, provided you don't walk into its crib and hit it with a stick, okay? That's just what I think. I think maybe we're just... No more cow tipping out loud. That's right, Dave. Asylees equals cows. No fucking Asylee tipping. No Asylee bend wheelies. I don't know. I want to see an Asylee do a wheelie on a motorbike. That'd be pretty cool. They're fucking huge. Holy shit. Fuck. God damn it. Whatever. I think I made the right choice. Microbe can be a fucking epidemic turn pandemic. We don't need that. Also, I'm fucking hurting here. So we sit here, out here with all the flags. A journey at an end, Sarah. You and me. For those watching on YouTube, this will be the last of Starfield until the DLC comes out. We're putting Starfield to rest. We are. It's been a good journey. We are not going through the Unity. That's not what we are here to do. I don't need to be a fucking Starborn. Do you see me?
Simply amazing.
I don't need to be no fucking Starborn. I don't care about jumping through a Unity, collecting power, you know. I don't care what fucking the two Redditors said, you know, the hunters just hungry for power and the embassy just being a fucking gatekeeper like, actually, you do not deserve to know the fucking power of the Unity. I don't want to go into a different universe where people like my wife over here won't recognize me. All of my friends, all these connections we've built would be for nothing if I stepped through the fucking Unity. I don't need to be Starborn, okay? I fucking beat those two Starborns' asses, okay? Me alone. I destroyed them. Hunter who? Embassy who? I'm the tribal chief. That's right. You see me, the tribal chief, okay? So let's get one thing really clear right now. Until the DLC comes, this is the best life with my wife. So, I hope you have enjoyed this adventure as much as I have, because I'm excited to see what Shattered Space gives us, okay? Some are saying it's going to be House Varun, which is another question. Does this help House Varun's influence in New Atlantis? It didn't touch on that. He's like, I I need House for Rune, and we just didn't touch up on that. That's why I said everyone should be involved to help give House Rune a chance to say something worthy, for them to prove that they are going to be peaceful and that their serpent god, their serpent king, is a belief that we can accept like any other religion, because this is not the fucking Crusades. Thank you for watching.